Howdy guys, welcome to the cave. I'm Mark, and you're watching Blue Street Customs. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today, what I'm going to be doing is reshaping this trunk lid. Now the Grand Prix, you can't really see it here because as this model was made, they made it for a stock car with a flat back tail, but in reality, the trunk should look more like this. So it should come down straight and then kick out, just like this piece here. The body should do the same thing, as well as the trunk. So I have to shave this back. I'm going to come down and then kick back out so that it matches the same as this. Right? So once I get all that done, then I can start working on things like the tail lights. I got to cut out the tail light piece. I got to cut out the license plate and backup lights. And then I can also do the same thing on the back corners here. I got to cut these out a bit. And then I can start making my rear tail lights and my license plate holder and my backup lights. Once I got that done, then I can start working on refitting this wing, because obviously it's in the way as well as part of the tail light right here. You can see that it goes into where the tail light should be, so that'll have to get all trimmed back. So let me show you what I'm looking at doing here. So what I'm going to have to do, because I got to straighten this out. Now I could heat this up, try to bend it down, and then heat this one up, try to bend it back out. But since there's a bit of a lip here, and that's the indent for the wing, right? The wing goes there. It's supposed to be an indent for it. So what I'm looking at doing is actually cutting this right along here and down on both sides. And I think if I cut that free and then cut it obviously in the two corners here and straighten that out, because that there may be just enough to straighten this out. Because if you look how this one is flatter right here, if I straighten that out, then I can cut this one and re-angle it, and I should be pretty good. So I'm going to cut that out. When I've got it cut out, I'll come back and I'll show you what I've got, and we'll see if we can mock it up a little bit. So see you in a few minutes. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to cut this. I'll probably just use my X-Acto here. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. And once it's dry, I'll come back and I'll show you where it's at. Okay guys, so like I said, I was going to cut it off here and cut this piece here. So I've got this sitting up a lot straighter. Got this piece bent out. I filed down the inside. And then what I did is I used super glue to fill it all in. And I super glued this joint here. Filed it, sanded it. Now this is just preliminary sanding, so that's all going to get better once everything's all cut and customized. So now I've also gone ahead and cut these corners down. As you can see, now they're more up and down and got the angle same as the inside piece, right? And now when I put this on, still got some tweaking to do, but I mean, we're off to a good start here. Everything's sitting at the right angle. And of course, once you put the bumper on, once the bumper's on, you can see that's all now sitting in the right spot. It's got the proper lip at the edge. And I know I've said before that I may have to extend this out to get that proper lip, but the way I've done it, I won't have to. So now the next thing I'll have to do is I got to cut out my lights, and I got to cut into the corner, right, so that I can make my lights. I also have to cut this inner piece, but I'll do that, the bumper part, after. But I have to cut up, over, and back down because I need to be able to make my license plate pocket and my two backup lights. And once that's all cut in, then I can cut this lower piece here in the bumper, recess that in where it's supposed to be. Everything should be good to go at that point, other than actually making my lights. But we'll get the body cut up first. So next thing I'm going to do is going to start cutting up the trunk lid, because the lights actually stay on the body. The trunk gets cut up and across over here, and I'll have to cut part out for the back lights too. So I'll get to that, and I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Hey guys, I've got the lights cut out. Now, it wasn't too hard, but something else, like I said I was going to do, I cut it along here, and as you can see, everything's been reshaped because it did come out further. So I cut it, re-glued it so it's more straight up and down, and then also cut it and rebent this piece. All right. Now, if you want to see how I did that, go check out behind the scenes in my Patreon, and the video will be there. So once I did all that, then I cut my corners out, and well, I even went a little further. I started making the taillights. So I also cut this out to match the shape as you can see, because it went from here straight down to here. All right, so now it actually comes a little straighter down and then kicks out. Now I got to do some filling, some shaping. This ain't completely done yet. A little shaping left to do. It's sitting up a little high, but I got my corners cut out for the lights. I got to do a little filling and stuff around the corners, touch everything up, clean everything up. Same thing on this side. Then I'm going to probably paint this, but I've got some red lens, clear lens stuff as well. I may try to use. So once I get a little further here, I'll come back and I'll show you where I'm at. Hey guys, I'm back. Well, I didn't get as far as I wanted to. These past few days, you know, I've had some pretty bad headaches here. So I'm going to leave you off here, and I'll definitely try to get more done for the next video. But if you like what I'm doing here, make sure to hit that like button for me. Check out my Instagram and my Facebook group, my Patreon. All the links for them are down in the description. Give me a follow on my Instagram and my Facebook group. Love to see what you guys are working on, so throw up some pictures in there and don't be afraid to ask any questions. Anybody that's there, I'm sure will be able to help you out somehow or give you some sort of advice at least. You could always help out by sharing the video as well. So, until next time, later.